That's my bellows. Oh, yeah. Now that's a good looking guy right there. You kind of look like Granddaddy. Silas always looks very dapper, wouldn't you say? Of course you would. Fuzz on my hands. I've got fuzz on my hands and I've got to put my claws on. So these are just latex gloves that I cut the back and the palm out of, you know, so just fingers. And so the idea is just to slip them on, you know, because these leather gloves will hold them in place. And sometimes you get the finger there we go. Finger sometimes wants to stick in there. And I've already kind of started the distressing process on here, but you know, you get that kind of feel there. And I haven't decided yet. Last year I took these cuffs and I had them kind of flipped up like this, but you know, you're not wearing a coat and you're wearing this nice vest, which I've also started distressing on. You can see the back, how it looked before. But you know, and then I also took the liner out. Oh, that's my belt. I thought that was my belly showing. But I think I'm going to wear these like this, because once I starts distressing the shirt and everything, I think it'll look pretty cool. So then got the next one. Now doing this with a glove on already, I found out last year is really hard to do. It's worth it in the end, because once all this stuff goes on, buddy, it's on. It ain't coming off till the end of the night, you know, which is why I don't have my eyes painted and all that kind of stuff. Just because I'm just kind of trying all this on, make sure I like how that looks. Okay. I always like to see how things look, you know what I'm saying, before I get too crazy. So I might have cut out this latex glove a little bit so you kind of see my skin in there, but not really too worried about that. I mean, nobody's really looking at that. I can add some stitching right here where it's coming undone, and kind of tie that in together so it'll look a little better. But, you know, these obviously they don't match his face all the way. They kind of do. I could paint them, but I've got a new face that I plan on getting. Now, same mask, but different task. If you know, you know. I just realized I said that wrong. Getting the same mask, but I'm going to do the membrane. This is the waterlogged version. So the membrane is more of a flesh color, so I will add some more, like more of a blood, aged blood kind of look to. Basically, you'd have to see the mask. I'll put it right here. This mask here is the same as this one, except it's membrane, and so I'll paint these to match. So let's see what it looks like with the coat. And I've got my pants on that, I mean, well, these aren't the pants, but basically same color. I think they're a hair brighter. I tore the lining out of this coat, just because the lighter you can make a costume, the better. This is a really nice coat. This is a duster. Historical Emporium is who made it, and yeah, so I got to cut that section out right there so it'll match this a little better. It's a little too bulky on that one side, but you get the gist of what we're going for. Yeah, and I've got to, the hat's a little tight and a little floppy. I've got to stretch it out some. I'm not a big fan of how it looks. I look like I'm gonna draw on the old K Corral or something, which, you know, whatever. But damn, I look good. Oh yeah, I look real good. Hey there, brother. Eat your veggies. Was that Hulk Hogan? It might have been. Sorry, we talk to ourselves a lot. And I can't explain it. But I like that. Okay, it's time to get this stuff off. I think I look pretty dapper. Still not a fan of this hat. Kind of looks like an Undertaker or something. Yeah, I don't know. Hat may go, may do something else. But hat does complete the look, doesn't it? Just a bald old man. You know, the best thing about all of this is it's not hot. It feels great. It's not... everything's lightweight. I mean, this vest, now that I took the liner out of this coat, super lightweight. You know, because you do most of your sweating in this mask, and most of the sweat is going to be in these gloves. I mean, end of the night, man, these things, I'll go to pull them off, and they're like, you know, That's a joke me and a co-worker's got, but anyway, yeah. I think it's going to work great. And as you can see, even this, like the mask, I'm not really sweating in yet. Not really moving around a whole lot either. But these gloves, you know, they take some doing because they'll stick to you, so you got to like really work on those. And so I will make about 3 or 4 pair to have as backup, because, you know, sometimes they get stuck and they're on there and they'll rip, and it just, all sorts of crazy things happen. And so yeah, you just have to trial and error these things. These ways, that's what I do. I think that works really well. I really like how that turned out. So yeah. Alright, well, this has been me and Silas, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Hey, you do look good though, because I'd hit you up. I'd hit you up in a dark room, for sure. I bet you would. Well, it's been, oh wait, we're still recording.